Hello students. In the previous video on introduction to angles, you had studied about interior and exterior of an angle and how to compare the angles. Now in this video, you will learn how to measure an angle. Students, to measure an angle, we use an instrument called a protractor. Now as you can see in this figure, this is the sample of a protractor. You will see that O is the central point and the rays have been drawn from 0 to the points marked 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and so on till 180. Now these points from 0 to 180 have been written twice. Once they are starting from the right and moving towards the left on the inner scale, and then from 0 to 180 again from left to right on the outer scale. Now how we will use this protractor to draw an angle, that you will learn later. Now let us first study about the different types of angles. Though there are many types of angles, but right now in this class you will study about only 4 types of angles, which are acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle and straight angle. Now let us take them all one by one. So first we will take up acute angle. An angle whose measure is less than 90 degree but more than 0 degree is called an acute angle. Now as you can see the examples, 53 degree, 30 degree, all these are less than 90 degree, so they come under the category of acute angles. Next we have a right angle. An angle whose measure is exactly 90 degree is called a right angle. It is always L in shape. Next we have obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree is called an obtuse angle. As you can see in the examples, 116 degree, 120 degree, all are less than 180 degree but more than 90 degree, so they all come under the category of obtuse angles. Next we have a straight angle. An angle whose measure is 180 degrees is called a straight angle. Now to sum up all the 4 types of angles, here is the table. The first one is the name of the angle, the type of the angle, then its description and then its related image. So acute angle is an angle whose measurement is less than 90 degree. Then right angle is an angle whose measurement is exactly 90 degree. Then obtuse angle is an angle whose measure is more than 90 but less than 180 degrees. And then we have a straight angle whose measure is exactly 180 degrees. Now let's see what are congruent angles. Now as you can see in the picture that both the angles have the same measurement. It is written 48 degrees in both of them. So if the measure of 2 angles are equal, then they are called congruent angles. Hello students. Now you will learn how to draw an angle. You all must be very curious to learn this. But before drawing an angle, you should be familiar with the instrument that we will be using to draw an angle. Children, the instrument that is used to draw an angle is a protractor. This is a protractor. So you should know this well. Children, this is the protractor. Now how to read this? You can see the marking over here. Once we have the inner scale in which it is written 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, so on till 180. Then we have the outer scale which starts from the left and goes till the right. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and so on till 180. Now if we have to draw an angle of 60 degree, now which 60 will you read? Because 60 is written twice. Once we have 60 here in the inner scale, once we have 60 here on the outer scale. Now which 60 we should use to draw the angle? Children, if you are drawing your angle on the left vertex, then you should read the inner scale. And if you are drawing the angle on a right vertex, you should use the outer scale. Now what is left or right vertex? Let me show you. Suppose we have this as a baseline. Now the one on the left is the left vertex and one on the right is the right vertex. If I am drawing my angle on the left vertex, then I will read the inner scale. Now for that, first you should know how to place this protector. Now can you see this point here? The point where all the three major lines are meeting. See, the line starting from this 0, the line starting from this 0 and this 90. These three lines are meeting at this common point. Now this common point should coincide with the vertex like this. How you will place it? This point and the vertex should coincide and the baseline 0 line should match with the line that you have drawn. You have to place your protector like this. Then we will read 60 from the inner scale since this is the left vertex. Now here we have 60. So I will put a mark over here. Okay children. Now I will join this point with this vertex using a scale. This point and this vertex. Okay. Where I have put the center of the protector. Now since these are rays and we will mark it as 60 degree. Now you can name it as O, and if I give it as the name A and B, then I can say that this is angle AOB and the measurement of this angle is 60 degree. Okay. Now if I will draw it on the right vertex, again I am drawing the baseline first. This is the baseline. Okay. Now the point towards the right, this is the right vertex. Okay. Now what I will do, I will again place the protector in the same way. This common point should coincide with this vertex and this baseline, this 0 line should lie on this line. This is how I am going to place it. See. Okay. Now after this, I will read 60 on the outer scale since I have kept my protector on the right vertex. So this is 60. So I will read it here. This is 60. I will put the point. Now I will join this point with this vertex using a scale. You can put an arrow to make it a ray. Again I have made it O. You can give any name as you like. Suppose I give it E and F. So I can say this is angle EOF whose measurement is 60 degree, and I can even make an arc here and write 60 degree. Now children, after this you can draw any angle between the values 0 to 180 degrees. Any angle you can draw of any value. Okay. Now let us make one more angle. Suppose we have to make an angle of 75 degrees. Now how we will do it? Since I am taking the left vertex, so I will read the inner scale. Now here I am going to place the protector in the same way as I had told you. This line should coincide with the vertex and this baseline 0 line should lie on the same line which I have drawn, which is called the baseline. Okay. Now I will check where is 75. Now here this is 70 and this is 80. 75 is not mentioned here. So the midpoint of 70 and 80 is 75. So you can see, or you can even count these small lines over here. This is 70, so 71, 72, 73, 74 and this line is 75. So I will put a point over here after measuring. This is 75 degrees. Now I will join this point with the vertex using a scale. Okay children. Now this I have drawn for 75 degrees. Now like this you can name it. Suppose I'll give it as Q. This is P. And this is R. So I can say this is angle PQR and measure 75 degree. Okay. Now similarly you can also draw the right angle. As I had told you earlier, the right angle measures 90 degree. So now we will check where is 90. Again I will place the protector in the same manner. This common point and the base line should coincide with the vertex and the line that you have drawn. This is how I am going to place. Now I will check where is 90. Now 90 is the central point of this protector. So whether you read it from inner scale or you read it from outer scale, 90 is at the same point. Okay. So 90 is also called the right angle and it is always drawn in the shape of L. Okay children. Now the symbol for 90 degree is this. Every time we are drawing a circular arc. Okay, above also we have drawn a circular arc, but here we will draw this type of shape. This type of shape indicates that this is the angle of 90 degree even if it is not written. Now we can again name it with any name whatever you want. Suppose I say WON. So this is angle WON which is 90 degree. Okay children. Now as we had done in lines also, that different types of lines that you had studied, parallel lines, intersecting lines and perpendicular lines, and there we had told that perpendicular lines always make an angle of 90 degree. So these two are also, we can also say that these are perpendicular to one another. This is 90 degrees, so it is perpendicular angle. Okay. Now let us draw one obtuse angle. Suppose you have to draw an angle of 135 degrees. Now how we are going to read this? Again I am taking the left vertex only. So I will first place the protector in the same manner. This common point and zero line should match with this vertex and the base line. Okay. Now I will read 135 on the inner scale. So where will 135 lie? After 130 and before 140. So in between these two numbers 135 will come. So I will read it from here: 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, and this midpoint is 135. Okay. So now I will join this point with this vertex with the help of a scale. Always learn and keep your scale properly so that you always draw a straight line and the vertex should match. Okay. Use a sharpened pencil. Don't use a blunt pencil, otherwise your lines will become thick and your angle will have a difference of 1 or 2 degrees. Okay. And always remember to mention the degree unit over here. You can give any name whatever you want over here. Again I am giving the name, say ABC. So I can say angle ABC is equal to 135 degrees.